I am Kevin Saunderson, and this is how I made Big Fun. Big Fun was written in 1987. We had like 3 or 4 pieces of equipment we joined together and bam, made it happen. At that time, I was working a job and going to school and working on music. So originally I was from New York, so I would go back to the Paradise Garage and experience Larry playing like, oh, great disco. So I wasn't even thinking about hits at that time. It was really about, is this something that could be played in the Paradise Garage? That was like, is this something I could hear on a big system? Is this a track that people could sing? Yes. You know, at that time the studio was like a house studio, so it was just kind of in the basement and with a few pieces of equipment. We didn't have a lot. DX100, 909, I believe 727, S900 sampler, and I think I had a some Yamaha keyboard that had some piano in it. The individual elements of Big Fun: kick drum, snare, hi-hat, percussion, clap, bass line, the main inner city riff chord, piano line, a sample of the vocals.
We don't really need a crowd to have a party.
Oh, and the string style. We were just in the studio, decided to create, and came up with the first like melody or riff. You know, that's my biggest secret to Big Fun. It's a sample of a chord. Let's Get Brutal, Nitro Deluxe. And it's a mixture of some instruments that we blended together to come up with that unique sound. When you can't find what you want, or you can't get to that point, you think of other ways to try to inspire you to get there. At that time, there was no vocals, so it was just the backing track is exactly that's what it was at that time. I love vocals, I love melody, I love stuff like Ain't Nobody, Shaka Khan, Jocelyn Brown. So it was really like, that was easy for me. And I was a little different than the other guys from Detroit. You know, it was all about straight instrumental, and I was kind of like 50-50. Paris Gray got involved through a mutual friend. We talked on the phone. You know, she told me she was, you know, a church girl, but she loved house music. So we tried it out and, you know, sort of keep it very uplifting.
The party's just begun, yeah, 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 yeah. We're having big fun.
I have no clue how Paris came up with the lyrics at all. She called me one day and said, I've got it, it's done. And she sung it to me on the phone. I told her, I got to get you out here right away. I never even asked her what inspired her, you know, outside of our conversation about keeping it uplifting. Yeah, we did it in Wild Studio. He had one mic, and we did it. It didn't have a vocal booth. It was nothing like that. He had a house, and his studio was like upstairs, like kind of in the attic with low ceilings, small space, but it was cool. And then Paris stood right over in the corner. She put the headphones on. He had to cut the music down and let her sing. Well, I finished the track, and yes, I sat on it for quite a while. When I believe Neil Rushton came to Detroit, that's how it ended up getting on this techno compilation. I was surprised in general that the record took off anywhere. Of course, the UK, I didn't have that kind of vision. Paul Oakenfold played at Spectrums, and I never seen something so powerful that I can imagine that I was a part of this creation outside of being in the Paradise Garage or somewhere like that. And then all of a sudden I got this record that people are, running to the dance floor, dying to get on the dance floor to dance to it, those who weren't even already on the dance floor. It made people open their ears and eyes and have belief in dance music again. I think there was a point where, you had this ban against disco. But, in reality, Big Fun was the new disco, just modernized with technology that became techno.